I love working with pasta, from fresh pasta that you can use in raviolis. You can stuff them to dry pasta. For example, soba noodles you can make into a soup, cellophane noodles just sautéed. I use pasta probably every single week. Fresh pasta, that's perfect, perfect thickness.
Thank you, Chef.
Fresh pasta, dried pasta, what's the difference? Dried pasta, a little mixture of flour and water, better shelf life, takes a little longer to cook, but that's okay. Fresh pasta, a little mixture of eggs into it. You can do so many things with fresh pasta. Come, I'll show you one of my favorite ways. Okay, you see here, I've talked about dried pasta. Sometimes it's flavored with spinach. There's nice fusillis, here linguinis that are flavored with tomatoes. In the fresh pasta, there's egg noodles, and there's, if you feel adventurous, a little bit of squid ink here. Okay, fresh pasta, a little more versatile sometimes. You could make a stuffing. Here I have some nice goat's cheese. You know what I'm making? Pope's hat. I don't know if you know what that is, but I'll show you in a few seconds how easy it is. You just take your goat's cheese like this. There you go. A little wine, why not? Just a little olive oil. Olive oil and goat's cheese, it's always been a perfect combination. It just, I don't know, it complements each other. A little lemon zest, that'll actually bring a little freshness to the dish. Just like this. Don't need to chop it because you actually want to bite into it. And of course you need herbs. So right here I have some thyme, just like this. Some tarragon, and I'm not putting too much tarragon because it's very, very potent. Some basil, some chives, and you need garlic. You can put as much garlic as you want, actually. There you go. A little salt, a little pepper. Doesn't that sound delicious already? And you just mix it, and that, your mix is done. There you go. Now I'm taking this to the fridge just so all the flavors actually marry together, and it'll be so refreshing. Just like this. You see this? The goat's cheese has gotten a little harder. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, you guys.
Here you go, Chef.
Oh, beautiful. You see the pasta here? You can almost see my hand right under. This is exactly the thickness I'm looking for. Okay, so to make the Pope's hat, you need a cookie cutter, and you just punch it out. So you push it and twist. Just push and twist like this. All right, there you go. You can play with that.
Okay.
Okay, for the mix, a little spoon. You can actually put just a little bit, because if you put too much, it'll explode on you, and that's not a good thing. We'll do 3 here. You can put anything in these raviolis, really. Different mixtures. You can put goat's cheese, you can put pork, chicken. Really, it's, the limit is your imagination. Okay. You see there's a little egg wash here. This is the glue of the kitchen. I fold this baby up like this. I squish it a little. You crimp it. And now the Pope's hat is just by going like this. It kind of helps if you have small fingers, actually. There you go. I'll do another one. Let's put them with these guys here. I have made some a little bit earlier, some boiling water with salt. And these take 30 seconds, just like this. All right, Tom, can you watch these?
Yes, Chef.
Thanks. You can put them in this apple.
Okay.
Okay, now for the raviolis, we need a sauce, right? So, if we need a sauce, we're gonna make a very, very simple sauce. Hot pan with butter. This is the French coming out here. The French in me is coming out by adding a little butter, but that's okay. So you just want the melted butter. I let this melt. I let this bubble, and when the butter actually bubbles, it'll change color like this one here. Some fresh asparagus tips in the brown butter, which is actually the butter that's just been caramelizing. It's a very nutty flavor. In goes the Pope's hats. There you go, and that's it. This is a very easy pasta, but very, very tasty. If you have fresh ingredients, that's really all you need. Parmesan? We should dig in, shouldn't we? All right.
Ooh, that's so good.
Delicious, huh?
Goat
Simple
cheese.
butter with goat cheese. The herbs are so powerful. The name Pope's hat actually got its name from the shape, which looks like a Pope's hat, and then from the Italian word cappelletti, which means small hat. You know what's so cool about noodles? Every single culture has its own noodle. You see this buckwheat noodle here? That's from the Asian culture. I'm going to show you two really, really easy recipes to use maybe a little different noodles than what you would usually use. So the soba noodles are actually buckwheat, made from buckwheat, and they're very crunchy, very earthy. To make this soup, I'm using a little bit of garlic, some ginger, chili flakes to give it a little kick, some dried coriander, a little bit of salt, and this will actually be used as an abrasive. And I'm trying to create a paste here. You see all this crunch? That means it's the coriander that's just getting all nice and incorporated. You can leave this a little coarser if you want. You can put it in a fine paste. I'm actually going to leave it just like this. Okay. In the skillet here, I'm putting a little bit of olive oil. You don't want it too hot. This paste is going right in, just like that. Oh, this smell is incredible already. The ginger is so powerful. So to this, I'm adding some mushrooms. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome, chef.
When this is seared, I add some very low-fat chicken broth. So you skim all the fat off the top, and you pour it right in. It's pretty easy, isn't it? Let this bubble. All the flavors will incorporate. And you see this? This is exactly what I'm looking for here. The color is a little darker because of the mushrooms. Oh, it smells fantastic. Now, Asian cuisine, of course, you always have to use a wok because it's cooked à la minute, as we say, so very fast cooking. I have some very sexy scallops that are going right in, just like that. Now, I don't want to cook the scallops too long, so I'm adding this really, really hot broth. Just watch your eyebrows when you do that. Just like this. Turn the heat off. It's as simple as that. Just like this. And you'll see the noodles will come in handy after. All right, so we got the soup ready. Now let's do, you see these things here? They're called cellophane noodles. It's a very, very firm noodle that is more than simple to cook. I have some hot water right here. And it's just like making a couscous or something like this. You just let the water do the work here. This is a steeping process, and you see it's already starting to be cooked. Don't touch it anymore. Just let the water do the work itself. So again, with the wok, I have a little bit of oil for the sticking purposes, a little bit of garlic for freshness, pineapple, a little bit of soy sauce. Ooh. A little shake here. This will be a teriyaki sauce. All right, this smells incredible already. In this bowl here, I have some cornstarch. This will be the thickening agent, and some pineapple juice, just to have a little reminder. A little bit of water. And you want to dilute the cornstarch here. I'm putting it right in. Why not add the rest of the pineapple juice? This will be a very, very refreshing pasta. Okay, a little bit of basil. Thanks, Eric.
Hi, Chef.
Wonderful, you incorporate that. Okay, now, you see these peppers? We cut them very finely. They're still firm. And I'm adding them at the last second exactly for that reason, so they're really firm and crunchy. See, these noodles are ready? Isn't that easy? Just like that, you put them right in. You can leave a little bit of water, no problem. A little chef flip, like that. And that's it, that's ready. If you could smell this, it's so sweet. Wonderful, all right. You see our soba noodles. Follow me, I'll show you how we finish this dish. The scallops are perfectly cooked. You see they're still a little bit rare. These noodles, you wiggle a little bit of the water out. This is more like a soup actually. And that's it. Simple, isn't it? These soba noodles, it tastes almost earthy, but it has a little kick in there, eh?
It's nice with the shiitake too.
It is very good. How's yours?
Excellent, Chef.
Good. The cellophane noodles are very, very different, you know? They're so delicate. See, cooking à la minute is wicked. Noodles, noodles. This spaghetti here, you might think I'm crazy, but I'm doing a spaghetti cake. I sauteed some onions here that I'm putting right in my nice noodles. All right. Okay. For this noodle cake, a little bit of eggs, a little bit of cream. It's almost like making a quiche batter. You whisk it up just to break down the eggs. This will act as a binding agent. A little bit of parsley for freshness. All right, right in it goes. Little cheese, why not?
There you go, Chef.
Mozzarella, wonderful. A little ham,
Oh, Chef.
just a little bit. Thank you. Okay, we mix this all up, just like this. You see this, it's all gooey, yummy. That looks good and smells good already. In the spring form it goes. Spring form is literally just a cake pan that you can release the sides after it's cooked. Just like this. Put all the noodles in. You know what? We're going in the oven. So this will bake in the oven just so that the eggs will actually coagulate. It'll make it all firm. And you see this one here? This one I left outside the oven. You see how firm it is? This is exactly what I'm looking for. It's cooled down. You need to do this before you bring it in the fridge. All right. You let this cool to make it all jam together. You see this, how cool this looks? Ooh, I can't wait to show you what this looks like. Okay. So you remember I said a spring form? This here is what makes it a spring form. You just push the latch, wiggle it a little bit around, just like that. Pretty cool cake, huh? Okay. You need to cut as big as slices as you want, really. I like this spaghetti cake, so I like a big slice. Just make sure you don't scrape the bottom of the pan. Okay, in this pan, I have some clarified butter. Why clarified? A higher smoke point. And you want to crisp up the sides here, just like that. You'll crisp every single side. Actually, Tom will do this for us. And you need a sauce for this, don't you? So follow me, I'll show you what exactly the perfect sauce that can match with that. Empty skillet with a little bit of olive oil, just like this. A little bit of garlic, or a lot of garlic, whatever you prefer. Some tomatoes. Some balsamic vinegar. This will actually bring a nice acidity to it, but it's still a little sweet. Cook this down until all the juices of the tomatoes are released into the balsamic. And there you go. You see, it's really, really dark, extreme flavors, very sweet, but still a little tart. Nice lamb chops. Okay. They look good. All crispy and golden, just like this. We can eat one each, can we? I could probably eat two of these. And our nice sauce. Just on top. You can put as much as you want. Shall we? How does an apricot ravioli sound? Apricot ravioli sounds pretty darn good to me. I have some almonds in here that I'm just grinding up. I've toasted them a little bit before. Oh, it smells so good already. You just put them in a bowl. This is more than simple. I have some nice almond paste here. It's very, very strong flavor of almonds. Some butter, why not? All right, now follow me and I'll show you what I'll do with this. I'm making the filling. Okay, a little alcohol, why not? This is an almond flavor, actually. Now, the reason why I'm putting this alcohol is actually this is an almond flavor, so it'll bring out the texture of the almond paste and it'll just enhance the flavor of the almonds altogether. So you're just mixing until everything is really combined. Now the last thing in here is fresh apricots. You see, we have 3 levels of apricots here. Some dried apricots, the apricot liqueur, and the almond that actually has a little apricot taste also, just like this. There you go. And our stuffing is done. It's pretty easy, isn't it? Okay, let's make these raviolis. So this is a cookie cutter, just like before. You hold it, you punch, and you twist. You see? This dough is very delicate. Just punch them out. Hold it, twist it, and there you go. So our 3 little circles here, a little bit of egg wash. And our filling, just a little bit in the center. Again, I'm not putting too much because I don't really like an explosion in the water or the oil here. Okay, now watch this. I'm holding this guy up, I'm folding it, and just like that, you crinkle the edges. One more time. what's a dessert without a sweet sauce? Follow me and I'll show you what I'm going to be making. All right, you see in here, more apricots, believe it or not here. In the simple syrup, I put this in a measuring cup just like that. A little bit of lemon juice, why not? Just like this. Now, why lemon juice? It actually enhances the sweetness of the apricots. Now this magic wand here, it's okay to leave it a little lumpy because that'll actually bring more texture. I'm actually gonna leave it just like this. You see this? It's almost caramelized in the bottom. That's great. Okay. How are the raviolis?
Beautiful.
Good. Okay. Now you can make a little decoration. I'm just gonna plop it right in the center, as we say. Okay, a little raviolis. Thank you. Oh, these look fantastic. A little icing sugar, why not? Guys, great job. To a wonderful noodle day. From baking it to making a soup to stuffing it, ravioli. Incredible. Cheers.